Good morning, Herons. That was my line. Why did you have to repeat it? Since it's the last episode of the year, and being an 8th grader, I just wanted to say good morning, Herons, one last time.
Now don't you go getting all sappy and nostalgic on me. Since this is our last episode, come on, let's make it count.
Let's do it, Sasha. Sorry for getting carried away. Let's kick off the episode with the pledge. Sorry, last time that'll happen, I promise.
Oh, say, can you see by
Hey,
the
Heron, I want to do something special just for you. It might be not that good, but it's something nobody has ever done. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
Thanks, Herons. With the year coming to a close, we've got a few loose ends to wrap up.
The first is our locker clean out. We're on a special schedule today to make sure that we have enough time at the end of the day to clean out our lockers.
So listen carefully to the instructions to make this clean out go smoothly.
Tomorrow's a big day for us. Herons, we have our end of the year assembly.
That's right! Tomorrow we're also on a special schedule because our day begins with the end of the year awards ceremony.
I can't wait to find out who wins the perfect attendance
I know,
award.
right? I'm so excited to see who's immortalized as a Heron hero.
No matter what you are excited for, make sure to remember to honor this year by treating everyone respectfully.
So make sure that you're being a good listener during presentations and avoid side conversations.
And appropriately show your enthusiasm when the time calls for it.
It's been a great year, so let's all act great at the assembly and finish on a high note as we go on to high school.
Wednesday will also be a special schedule so that we can have an activity day in the afternoon.
Yeah! We will be getting our yearbooks that day too. Please remember to sign the yearbooks appropriately.
That means to write nice things in the yearbooks, not on clothing or on people's skin.
It's yearbook signing, so keep your writing in the book. If you don't, you may miss out on the activity on Oaks Park Day, or if you're an 8th grader and it's to say something.
Congratulations to the Student Council Executive Council winners. Now that the election is over, it's time to get to work.
Actually, you get the summer to relax and recharge, thank God. But you'll be in the student council class all year leading one of the fabulous committees.
We look forward to the positive impact that you'll be making on our school year next year. Thanks for being a leader.
Seeing how this is the last episode of the entire year, I think we should look back at some of the times and things we did in HTV that, may have gone a little bad.
Sit back and enjoy some of our best bloopers.
What's going on, everyone? Travis here, and this is my video about Heron TV bloopers.
Beauty is all around us.
Will the wealth be beautiful this week? Weather?
Weather.
Or weather?
Backpack. Oh my god!
Quit live! No more!
I don't get it.
I'm out.
You must draw the line in the sand. You must forge your own ancestry. Travis, what?
Oh golly, Purple Shep forgot what to say. This makes Purple Shep very stupid.
That's all we've got to do for you this week. Tune in next time for another great episode.
Well, I'm blank.
Say your names. Good morning, Herons.
Welcome to another episode of our favorite show,
Minecraft. Want to hear a joke? Sure.
It's time for the chow! Didn't hurt me much. You don't have to try to kill me.
Those were some seriously goofy moments.
Speaking of silly things, how about the joke of the week?
You know, Andre, to be honest, I'm not so sure whether or not I'm excited for high school.
How do you not know whether or not you are excited?
You know, too many emotions, Andre. Too many emotions. All that I do know is that I'm excited for the weather.
There's only one way to figure out the weather. 3, 2, 1.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky, little Einstein.
This week's weather looks okay. Hopefully we'll get a beautiful summer we all have been hoping for.
You know, Andre, beautiful weather inspires me, much as the quote of the week does.
This week's quote comes from us from Kurt Vonnegut, the great American author. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things.
That was deep, Andre.
Seriously deep. I better stop talking to myself so seriously and lighten up.
Do you enjoy horror movies?
Random, but sort of.
Well, if you do, then let's take a look at the short film that Caleb Turk and Michael Bright made. It scares me to death.
Nice film, guys.
Hey, watching these short films that HTV students make is pretty awesome. Let's watch another one, but this time, can it be a little less scary? It was a bit too much for me.
Let's watch Riley Wells' latest work of fiction.
Dad, before I went to bed, I wanted to show you my report card that I got today.
Wow, this is really good.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Way to get an A++ in life. You should get an award for that.
I think winning in life is the reward in itself, but that reminds me of some other winners we should talk about.
The Heron Call-Out winners! Stop the name of Heron Call-Out!
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Allison.
And this is our friend Steve. He will tell us the winners of this week's Heron Call-Out drawings.
What do you have to say, Steve?
come to the main office to claim your prize.
You know, coming to the HTV Video Club has been the highlight of my Friday every single week.
Let's take a moment to reflect on the club that brings you the news.
I remember HTV probably just from how fun it was.
My favorite part about the Heron TV Club is that we get to film all morning.
You get to learn about camera angles
And do massively cringy things.
There were really no limits on what you could do except for cussing or something inappropriate.
A ton of my friends are in it, and it's really fun to film stuff.
Because it gives me the chance to act and be with my friends.
And you get to hang out with your friends, and then you get to sometimes learn about like how the cameras work.
I found that the environment and the cooperation involved in creating a television program that goes on to Heron TV and its website, I found to be a very valuable experience.
It's probably one of the best things here.
The club spends a lot of time in front of the camera, but pulling this show off really takes a village.
HTV is also a class where kids get to make all sorts of videos.
Do you want to learn how to make videos? Then Heron TV is the class for you.
My favorite part of Heron TV is probably editing videos to make really cool movies.
My favorite part is probably the freedom we get and kind of like to be how creative we want to be.
Heron TV is a video production class open to all 7th and 8th graders at Happy Valley Middle School. Here we work on photography and video and learn all the basic skills needed to produce such a broadcast.
My favorite part about Heron TV is probably the process of editing and to see your movies come together.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I probably will.
Of course.
Yes!
So if you think HTV is the class for you, be sure to forecast it for it next spring, or talk to your counselor.
Well, I think we've done all we could, Sasha. It's time to sign off the air.
Wait, not so fast, Andre. We haven't done Kneebone's knowledge yet.
How could I forget? Mr. Kneebone said this one was gonna be huge.
In the ancient and mysterious past, when the gods of Greece walked the same ground as mortal men and women, there lived in the muddy depths of the ocean a sea witch. She was such a hideous combination that all creatures who looked at her froze in terror and could barely swim away.
Hey, Mr. Liebenstein. Sorry to interrupt. Oh.
Hey, Mr. Kneebone.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to get in your wig. Sorry, your hair. How's it going?
Hey, Mr. Kneebone, you've just got to let it go.
Good advice. Whatever are we going to do without you here next year, Mr. Liebenstein? Hi, Miss Euler.
Hi.
Where'd you get that fine-looking hat?
Oh, I just picked it up as a sort of an inspiration for learning this summer.
Oh, that's great. It's a great knowledge hat, I will say.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah? Well, you know, I really think you should keep it. You know, I used to have a hat like that and I lost it, but I really think you should keep this one because, you know, it's kind of like graduating middle school.
I am graduating middle school.
Okay.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, Miss Euler.
Thank you.
Shame, shame, shame on you three, stealing Heron TV. These are think sheets for you, and you, and you. And I have a pen, but I doubt that you have something to write with. Shame on you, shame, shame.
It was his fault. He told us to do it.
Don't throw me under the bus like that. You guys were in on it too from the start, you know it. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mrs. Kirkpatrick. It looks like you've got it all under control here. Thank you for defending the honor of Heron TV. We really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
My only question is, who's going to defend it next year when you're gone?
I'll do it.
Okay, so, Slugger, here's what you want. You want to hit this all the way out there. Got it? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so let's look at your grip. Okay. No. Hands together. Hands together. Okay. Bend your knees. Lean into it. Okay, stand up. Okay. You got to take this seriously. You know, Mr. Purse, if you're
I'm
going
trying.
to
I'm
play
trying.
baseball, if you're going to teach 6th grade, you know what? You got to be on it. Okay, so let's try this again and let's be serious about this.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Well, you know, Mr. Kneebone, I'm going to be leaving here pretty soon, and I just want to give some last-minute tips to Mr. Purse so he'll be really successful as a 6th grade teacher, because I won't be here to help him anymore, and I want him to knock it out of the park.
Do you think he's ready?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got his hat, he's
Yeah.
got his bat. Look at his stance.
Yeah?
He's ready.
Let's-
He's ready to fly like an Oriole.
That's great. I say we let him try a swing. Yeah?
Okay.
Great follow
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Well,
You got it. You got it. You're ready, champ.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mr.
All right, I feel ready.
Yeah. Well, Herons, as you can see, we've got 4 great teachers retiring this year. So I bet you guys are wondering what the question for this week is. The question is, if you were to add up Miss Kirkpatrick, Mr. Liebenstein's, Miss Moore's, and Miss Euler's teaching years, how many years total would you get? If you think you know that answer, email herontelevision@gmail.com by the end of the day. And trust me, you're going to want to be the winner for this week. This is the very last episode of Kneebone's Knowledge we're ever doing. It's going to be a great prize, so make sure to email. Thanks for a great year of trivia, Herons.
Nice work, Mr. Kneebone. That was huge.
And rumor has it, we just witnessed the final Kneebone's Knowledge ever.
Say it's not so.
I wish I could, Andre. But all things must pass. Gee, who's cutting onions in here?
I just can't think of a question for Kneebone's Knowledge this week. So make sure to send in your response to herontelevision@gmail.com. What is always the last event at a track meet? I'm trying to read my favorite book, the dictionary. Why are there 3 of you guys getting into the elevator? What is the only food that cannot spoil? Good times. I have an ungoogleable question for you.
Is Mr. Kneebone gonna come back to Kneebone's Knowledge?
And you might be the lucky winner. Welcome to Elsa's Education. Thanks, Herons.
If you have any ideas for another interactive segment for next year, email herontelevision@gmail.com with your ideas.
So now it's really time to say goodbye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Keep it real, Herons. I'm Andre.
And I'm Sasha.
Have a great day! Have a great day! Have a great day! Have a great day!